in the Armed Forces.
Hi there! Now you'll find the British Army all over the world, and not just when there's a war. From disaster recovery in Nepal, to gathering intelligence to help us figure out the threats to our country. Wherever they're needed, that's where they'll go. But when they're not away on duties, where do they live and work? Well, you'll find the Army quite close to home. London is right at the heart of our armed forces, and a really important base for lots of things the Army does. Come on, let's check it out. Now, we know some of the ceremonial duties that soldiers undertake, from changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace to mounting the guard at Horse Guards in Whitehall. That's where we are today. Horse Guards is a historic building which was built in 1745. It stands in front of Horse Guards Parade, which is the vast parade ground where the Queen takes the salute at the trooping of the colour ceremony. As well as being the headquarters of the Household Cavalry, Horse Guards is the headquarters of the London District, which manages all of the army units within the M25. That's the regular army, army reserve units and army cadets. It also supports operational deployments overseas, such as Iraq and Afghanistan. So next time you see a cavalry soldier outside Horse Guards, just think what might be going on inside. So if Horse Guards is the HQ, where do the cavalry soldiers live? We're at Hyde Park. Maybe you've been here for a picnic. It's here that you'll find the Hyde Park Barracks, the London home for the cavalry and their horses. In order to make the most of the space, the stables are located on 2 levels, with 2 ramps, one up, one down, leading to the parade ground. The ramps are heated in cold weather, keeping the surfaces free of ice, which could cause the horses to slip and fall. Today, Hyde Park Barracks is home to some 300 officers and soldiers, and almost as many horses. There are barracks all over London. The Guards have their London base at Wellington Barracks near Buckingham Palace, where you'll also find the Guards Museum. But whilst these are probably the highest profile barracks in London, they aren't the only ones. There are the Cavalry Barracks in Hounslow, home to the 1st Battalion Welsh Guards, the Regent's Park Barracks, home to the Logistic Support Squadron, Royal Logistic Corps, Special Air Service, and the regimental headquarters of the Queen's Royal Hussars, the Royal Military School of Music in Twickenham, and the Woolwich Barracks, home to the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery. And don't forget the Army Reserve bases across London, including the Honourable Artillery Company in the City of London. They're the ones who provide the ceremonial gun salutes at the Tower of London and Guards of Honour at the Guildhall on state occasions. And the Royal Yeomanry Light Cavalry Regiment in Fulham. Phew! What a lot! Right, let's go exploring. We're in southeast London, Woolwich. The Royal Artillery were based here for 300 years. Now, if you're not sure what the artillery is all about, well, here's a clue. Artillery, well, it's all about guns. Very large guns. The artillery provide firepower to the army. They find the enemy using high-tech equipment and then strike them using everything from explosive shells to advanced precision rockets. Now, whilst the Royal Artillery regimental home has moved to Wiltshire, Woolwich is still home to the King's Troop Royal Horse Artillery and its 111 horses. These are the Queen's ceremonial saluting battery, known as the Troop. They are specially trained soldiers who drive a team of 6 horses that pull the First World War 13-pounder guns. These very old and very loud guns are used for royal salutes. For 1 month each year, you can also see the Troop performing the duties of the lifeguards at Horse Guards. Now, there's another part of the army based here at Woolwich who makes some rather nicer sound. I bet you didn't know the army had an orchestra. The Countess of Wessex String Orchestra was formed in 2014 as the first dedicated army ensemble where its members concentrate solely on playing stringed instruments. They play for the troops and at ceremonial occasions too. If you live in London, why not look out for some barracks near you? And don't forget to check out the National Army Museum in Chelsea. Find out more about life in the armed forces at funkidslive.com/armed forces. Catch you next time.
Life in the Armed Forces.